Hey there guys, Roman here, and today we'll be talking about a new premium unit. If you are a Cav player, this is something you should definitely consider purchasing. Of course, I will say at $30, it's a pretty hefty price tag. And the unit, of course, as you probably already saw, is the Masinissa's Guard. Probably butchered the pronunciation of that. This unit is essentially a Roman Cav unit with the speed of Barbarian Cav. So let's kind of look quickly at their stats. And what I'm going to provide for you, of course, this is the overview. We'll cover their abilities and the consumables. But you should be seeing a stat comparison chart. I'm going to let you guys pause if you'd like and look that over. The general gist, though, is that the Roman Cav are going to be slower. And based on my experience playing them, there's not a whole lot of difference. The Roman Cav is a little bit more tankier, but it's not as effective as catching units and hitting flanks quickly and then getting out. Whereas these guys can perform that role that the Barbarian Cav have, but in the same light also function as a staying power if need be, with the ability to pop oath and tank a lot of damage. So we're going to move past that and discuss the abilities. So the first ability is your mount kick. You can read in the description of this ability here that it has a frontal cone target and also does a knockdown effect to the enemies. This is great when you come in, charge, hit your opponent, and then you can kick them and get out. The next ability, and we'll go into it a little bit later, is the Numidian Advance. This one is extremely powerful if you stack it with your charge. I love it. And of course they've got unformed movement. That's a Barbarian trait. They're Numidians, so they're not as disciplined as Romans. And that one can be a bit annoying because you have clipping, you have units that are stuck like all the way across the map at times, but it hasn't been too big of an issue with them. Consumables, all of their consumables are pretty good. I've really been beating my head against the wall here of what to bring. I like these body armor consumables. I'm experimenting a bit. I've got one unit running War Steeds and Drill Sergeant, then another running War Steeds and Weaponsmith. So I'll kind of go over these slowly again. If you need to, you can pause. But these are the consumables they have, and really, no matter how you stack them, they're going to be pretty good. So I said I'd go over Numidian Advance a bit more, and there's not a lot to it. So let's go over here. We'll look at the Wrath of Mars. So I've got this fully maxed out for tier 8. And if we look, all it offers at tier 9 is plus 10 morale. And then at tier 10, it gives plus 10% impact damage. Well, what does Numidian Advance give? Let's look. Plus 10% impact damage. So, all you have to do is hit Numidian Advance, and then your charge, and you have a tier 10 Scipio charge on tier 8 cavalry that move close to the speed of Barbarian Cav. And let's really quick, we'll look at the movement speed here on their mobility. They're at 8 movement speed, and their turn speed is 209. Quickly jump on over, I always have problems doing this, to the Arminius Cav. Now these guys are going to be way faster. They've got momentum, they have infiltration, but we're looking at just base stats here. So we've got the, what are these, the Niflheim Riders. Their turn speed is 240, so that's actually significantly better, but their movement speed is 8.4. So they're pretty close to, I mean, of course they're faster. Barb Cav have to be faster, but that's a game changer right there, guys. And we're going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to show you all some gameplay of these units in action, just kind of cut to that. I could show you a replay of me doing really well, but I want you to see how it's played. And of course, one last thing I want to show you, something kind of funny with these guys. Where are they at? If we go over to the information, I'll let you guys, if you want, you can pause here. And I'll go to the bottom, so if you want to read the last little bit of info. So this dude, this Masinissa guy, he betrayed the Romans allegedly. Or I'm sorry, he betrayed the Carthaginians and then went and helped defeat Hannibal at the Battle of Zama. It's what this description says in a nutshell. But looking here, he lived to be 90 years old, and he fathered 44 sons. Masinissa is a player, guys. Alright, so let's cut to the chase. I'm going to be seeing you all in a second when I start the battle. Alright guys, I am back and I've got my first game. It's on Rubicon. Pretty stoked because this looks like a nice little balance here. Let's see, I'm going to deploy at 11. Alright, looks like I'll be taking 8. Oh, sweet. I didn't even notice he was in game. Alright, so this is Rubicon. This is a great map for Cav. And let me just show you how much they kick ass. Alright. Don't know why I popped Warcry. That was a mistake. I think I can get into their back lines, actually. We've got Squeaky. He's one of my clan members. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to maneuver around and kind of stay mid as well. Alright, we're losing our right mid here pretty heavily. I need to support that. Ooh, a little bit of lag. It's probably because I'm running OBS and this game at the same time. But man, look at that. There's a ton of open range missiles right there. Alright, so here we've got some Gma Cav. As long as I can avoid getting charged, I should easily win. He's staying back. Ooh. Let's see if I can get him. Nice, I got him. Ah, that hammer at the last second. Gonna keep circling around. Might pop both, I'm debating it. Well, I can't now because he hammered. Or anviled me. He shouldn't be staying engaged. I think Squeaky's gonna get away. Yeah, not worth it. Alright, I'm getting messed up there. Last place with 388. Waiting for my charge to come back. So there we go, I've got an opening. Actually, I'm going to go for the archers. I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to start my charge a little early so I don't hit the wall. And I failed. No pro plays from me yet, but I'm trying. Lots of archers here in this middle section for me to try to get. Don't want to get involved too much. Okay, there's an opening definitely right there. Squeaky's coming back, but let's wait. Let's get my other cav over here and try to pincer them. Because he's only got one spear. So he's coming to me, trying to box me in. Alright, a little bit of... Can I dodge this charge? Let's see, let's dodge it. There we go. Nice, get into him. Nice, okay, let's get out of there. Some good plays. Not the best, but decent. Let's charge out if I can. Got a lot of missiles. They got a definite lead. We're probably going to lose this, but, you know. Okay, we're getting up there a little bit better now. Lots of Ellies. We got stuff to counter, though. I can't complain. I think we do, maybe. Ooh, that That Alex Cav's hurting. And see, that's the base movement speed at work. They can just easily weave in and out, dodge without even having to charge. I mean, that's awesome. You're not getting away, buddy. Got a little nuke there. Okay, he's gonna come and try to hit me. I'm gonna circle it around to my swords there. Oh. Hey, he missed me. What a loser. Let's see if I can rout that one unit. If he gets close, I bet I can. Is he gonna really fight? I'll oath, I don't care. I don't really care. See if I can get in here. Oh, he's running. He doesn't want to fight me. Did I really not oath? That's kind of sad. Alright, coming in here. Oh, he's gonna get back charged bad. Is that gonna come into me? A little bit. Actually, a lot. If he sticks into that, though, he's in a bad spot. Nah, he's... Okay, yeah, they're gonzo. Yeah, there's nothing to kill these elephants. We had our own elephants, but they had, what, 6? Yeah. Alright. And then this is, you know, just showcasing some average play, solo play. In team battles, they're phenomenal because you've got support, of course, but 4-mans, if you have a decent meta comp, anything will suffice. Alright, let's come in. Got my war cry. I want to war cry some guys. I wonder what's capping. It's probably squeaky. Yeah, it's squeaky. Oh, I routed them both though, that was good. I think I worked right? Possibly. What is that? Those guys are shooting like a couple rocks. Oh, they're archers. Their archers still alive. Okay. I don't care, I'm just going for the decap points. That's all that matters to me. He can phalanx all he wants, because we already lost. The slingers have the most points, of course. Well, they probably have a decent amount on those pikes. Yeah, so solo play, team lost, but I still managed to get 2.5k aggro. It's not amazing, but that's good. And I was top player for my team. Kind of gives you all an idea of what it'll be like when you're playing this unit. Again, that was just average play, me showing you some live action of these guys. You might do better, you might do worse. Okay, so 2.5k aggro, got some decaps in, and yeah, had some fun. Let's go back though and let's discuss a few final notes. So, I do want to point out that these guys do fine on Sulla. They do fine on Julius Caesar. If you play Sulla, you're going to be whipping them, except when they're low on morale. And if you get into a big engagement, you can debuff with your prescription. Kind of the same concept. You can apply a Vinny or VD, you know, speed buffs. Vinny does some melee buffs. And of course, the coolest one is your Viki. And Viki, you can apply it before a charge, especially at tier 8 if you have the full aura maxed out to 30 meters. And it's a little risky, but if they try to charge last second, like you actually saw happen to me with that Alex Cav in the middle, they're not going to be able to hit that ability. If you get into melee, so it's going to be like a split second there. So once you get into melee, they can pop their abilities. But you can, you know, you see them coming. You pop your Numidian advance. Then you pop your Viki. Then you pop your charge. You know, or you can do Viki, Numidian advance charge. Some order like that. They don't cancel each other. And then you'll hit them and you'll win because these guys aren't going to be able to charge into you. So with that said, let's kind of close. The last thing I want to touch upon is the pay-to-win aspect. These are, in my opinion, bar none, the absolute best cav for tier 8. Their functionality is multi-purpose. They can have the staying power of melee cav. They have the charging capabilities similar to Alex cav. Yes, they will lose. They have the quickness of Barb Cav. They're good at everything, not necessarily a master of anything, though. So a jack of all trades. But with that regard, they can beat the other Cav, because the other Cav loses in certain circumstances. Barb Cav doesn't do well in prolonged melee. Same with Alex Cav, and Alex Cav, if they miss a charge, tend to fail. Roman Cav, their charge will lose. And it's those concepts that make these guys very, very powerful. And I've always been one to say this game isn't pay to win, unlike Arclenon. But if the power creep from premiums continues in this manner to where the premium unit serves all purposes of each faction, of course I didn't mention Carthage Cav because Carthage Cav sucks, but if it fulfills all purposes, then why use anything besides the premiums? Because they can beat their vanilla counterparts in other circumstances. Yes, you have to outplay them in certain areas, but they're the optimal choice. They give you a greater influence on the battlefield. So with that said, I'll let you guys kind of have your own opinions. I am enjoying the hell out of these guys. They are some really fun units to play. And I like playing with Scipio the best, but maybe you'll like the other commanders. Please don't play them with Germanicus. And with that, I hope this review was helpful to you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment posting your thoughts on how you feel premiums are being handled in the game. Alright guys, take it easy.